latest on Tropical Storm Mangkhut, which continues to intensify as it begins to approach the Mariana Islands. It's got winds of 65 miles per hour and a pressure of 990 millibars, 15.1 north, 157 degrees east. It's moved 2 degrees west in the last 6 hours. It's a stage 2 on the CDPS. That will probably rise as the storm continues, and it's certainly looking rather good right now, certainly very broad. And this is how far it is away from the islands now: 747 miles from Saipan, 792 from Rota, which is still the favourite for potential landfall, and 828 from Hagatna on Guam. Also 1327 from Yap, but the storm's not expected to impact there. A typhoon watch remains in effect for Guam, Rota, Tinian and Saipan. That will be upgraded to a warning, I expect, sometime in the next 24 hours, because the storm is just over 2 days away now, expected to impact fully on Monday night. Here it is looking through Sunday. You can just about make out the islands, and the storm approaches there on Monday. Monday night it arrives, and then into Tuesday it's moving over and moving away, and it could be a significant major typhoon by then. And then it moves off towards the west-northwest. Still a little bit uncertain as to where the models are taking it. GFS has held firm with a Taiwanese landfall, or near the south of Taiwan, and that's what it's depicting again here on this imagery. Other models say it could end up going further south, and I'm seeing less and less models saying that it will go north. Here's the latest from the sea surface temperatures. As you can see, fairly warm, 28 or 29 degrees Celsius. Those are likely to continue all the way up until it reaches some of the Asian continent. So this is another look with the wind field now. You can also see a new tropical cyclone developing near Taiwan itself before Mangkhut arrives, and there it is moving through Rota according to the GFS model on Monday night into Tuesday as a significant, possibly major typhoon. All islands will end up being affected though, and of course it could deviate from the forecast north or south. Considering the small amount of distance between those islands, all of them or any of them could be affected by major typhoon conditions. And there it is towards the end of the run, intensifying all the way up until Taiwan. That is even more speculative. 93% chance of tropical storm force winds on Rota now, 90% on Saipan, 89% on Guam. It's pretty much assured that tropical storm force conditions will be felt on those islands. Typhoon force a little less likely, but those chances are increasing too. So the models are in decent agreement on a very strong system out of this one. The JTWC still saying it will get to high-end Category 4, just short of Category 5 by the end of Day 5. And the HWRF thinks it will get to Category 5. Wind shear will rise a little bit and then drop again, which could be a saving grace for those islands, the Mariana Islands, but sea surface temperatures and relative humidity remain well in Mangkhut's favour. This is what it looks like right now. Sooner or later we're going to start seeing the islands on the left hand side of the image, but it's just out of shot at the minute because the storm is still a little bit too far away. But you can see how it's been appearing in these last few frames. This is around a 6 or 7 hour time period, and you can see the eastern side is particularly vigorous right now with convection, and the center part is still struggling to get completely organized with an eye wall and whatnot. No signs of that just yet, but 65 miles an hour is getting it closer to typhoon status, which will probably be realized sometime today or tomorrow. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add my personal account on Discord, Fool13 at extension 9094, and Force13 on Skype. We also have a new server on Discord. You can find a link in the community tab.